Hi there, everybody. Good morning. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here. It's a Friday morning, the day after Thanksgiving. A lot of people may be still off of work, and if you are off of work, or if you're headed to work today, or if you're already at work, here's a look at what you can expect. Now, most of the crazy weather so far, and if you want to call it crazy, most of the snow that's fallen so far has been in these areas here. A winter storm warning remains in place until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning Central Time, 5 o'clock Mountain Time, and continues here until noon tomorrow. Noon Central Time. Meanwhile, these are kind of the same areas already in effect or will go into effect later today, and will continue all the way through midnight tonight or tomorrow night right here. North central Kansas, a winter storm warning where a second round of heavier snow could come through. That winter storm warning starts tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., continues until midnight tomorrow night right there. There's actually a winter storm watch that's in place for Belleville, Kansas, Republic County in Kansas. And then as you go to the north and east, snowfall totals are expected to be lower with this system. This is more of the specifics on the winter weather advisory that's in place in those locations. Winter weather advisory means less snow but still some impacts, whereas winter storm warning means a little more snow and greater impacts. Now, good news is I don't think we'll see a ton of blowing snow as the winds are going to come down a little bit between today, tonight, and tomorrow. They actually will be dying down. Futurecast shows the majority of the snow today in western areas. A little bit sneaks into central Nebraska from time to time, but most of the accumulation is going to be right in here. Tonight, then, this will kick out into central Nebraska, and eventually we'll get in on better chances of snow. And then that will continue to push east and northeastward tomorrow morning. We may get a little bit of a break. This model is not as aggressive as others are. This one has a lot more drier air in place, but as this pushes through tomorrow, we still could pick up on some snow through the day tomorrow. But this time, notice the focus is more towards the south and the east, not as much to the north and west. And then tomorrow night, this will start to shift away. By midnight, most of it's done. A little bit left in southeast Nebraska, and that clears out by early Sunday morning. It is going to be a blustery day on Sunday. At least it'll be dry, and we'll actually get some sunshine back. So snowfall totals, and these are rough guesses because right now snowfall forecast models are kind of struggling a little bit here. I'm kind of looking at a 3 to 6 inch range here in the west, although I would not be surprised if there are some isolated higher amounts closer to 7, maybe 8 inches of snowfall. Kind of 2 to 4 inches right in here, maybe closer to 2 to 5 in north central Kansas. There might be some isolated higher amounts, and then as you go farther to the east from there, we're looking at lower totals, 1 to 2, 0 to 2. As you go farther to the east and northeast here. So that's kind of the general range I'm looking at right now when it comes to those snowfall totals. Let's look at your forecast highs for today, topping out in the 20s for the most part, maybe some low 30s in eastern Nebraska. Heading to the Husker game, temperature's going to be right around 30 to 32 most of the game. It's going to be a little bit on the breezy side. No snow expected in Lincoln for the game. Tonight, we will dip back into the single digits out west, teens for most of us, a few low 20s in the east, and then another chilly day tomorrow, highs in the mid to upper 20s and lower 30s. The wind shouldn't be terribly strong, though, so those that are still seeing snow tomorrow, not much blowing snow threat. Tomorrow night, back down into the teens to near 20 degrees. And then your Sunday, we start to see some improvements. We get those temperatures back up into the 30s, although I'm a little bit iffy on some of these places out west. With all that new snow on the ground, it will likely be colder than that. Let's look at the long-range forecast for the Tri-Cities. Again, most of our snow in the Tri-Cities is going to fall tonight or tomorrow morning, and then it will wrap up tomorrow evening. We'll be cold the next couple of days, a little breezy today. So the good news is as the heavier snow or the more of the snow falls tonight and tomorrow morning, there won't be as much wind out there. A lot of wind returns on Sunday, so does the sunshine, though, and temperatures will be back up in the mid and possibly upper 30s. And then we'll continue to see a little bit of a warming trend heading into the middle of next week, highs into the 40s and even near 50 degrees there on Wednesday. Next chance of snow may come, or at least some moisture may come towards the end of next week, about a week from today, next Friday. And that's where you're back down around 42 degrees, and then temperatures look to come up a little bit into the first weekend of December. So a little bit of a complicated forecast. Let's real quick take a look at a couple of other models. Here's the European model. Notice most of the snow today out west. Let's back it up here. A slight chance of snow in central Nebraska, but most of it will be to the west, and then it starts to push eastward. And this is the first round. A little bit of a break, and then there's the second round that comes in tomorrow. Notice how the heavier snows will be across Kansas. Not as much on the Nebraska side of things, and then this all wraps up, moves on out Sunday morning. And we're looking at dry weather with more sunshine early in the middle portions of next week. And then later next week, maybe we see another round of precipitation about a week from today. Could even be maybe a couple more rounds down the road as well, but that's a long ways out yet. GFS model. Again, most everything today is out west, a little bit in central Nebraska. and then that pushes eastward tonight, and then here comes that second round on Saturday. Notice how the heavier snows are down into Kansas, though. Then that moves on out of here. We're looking at dry weather Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, more clouds. And then maybe some moisture late next week into the following weekend. We'll see. It's a long ways out yet. Tough to put too much focus on that part of the forecast yet, since we can barely get the forecast right for the next 2 days out here. So wanted to show you that forecast real quick, though. That's all I have for you for today. I'm letting the 7-day forecast come back up, and then we'll wrap things up here. But I do want to thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all again on Monday morning. Take care, and God bless. Bye.